I know you guys have heard people say, stop hating on me, stop hating on me. But the more I hear people say it and I watch their reaction to things, I realize it's really not that person that's hating on you. It's self that's hating on you. You're watching their response or their reaction, or you're thinking of what they might be thinking, and you think they're saying something negative, but it's really because your brain is saying something negative about you. So you are the one who has to stop hating on you, because the truth of the matter is you are not your issue. You're not what you've done, and you're not what you've been through. That's not who you are. Issues are just problems, predicaments, concerns, complications. An issue is a thing, not a person. It's simply put, your issues are your circumstances. That's all. That's what's going on with you right now. But you do not have to claim that as your identity. It's super important that you not do that, because you become the person that you think you are. And I mean that if you're always thinking this about yourself or that about yourself, and it's not positive, then not positive things happen. If you're always thinking, man, I'm fat, I'm always going to be fat, I just love to eat, that's just who I am. It's not who you are. It's actually how you are. But if you keep thinking, my butt is so big and my behind is huge, and every time you look in the mirror, you go, look at the tail on that whale, then before you know it, you're fat. Even if you weren't that fat in the beginning, you become bigger and bigger and bigger, because it does become a part of your identity. Because your brain starts making excuses. Oh, I'm already fat. I'll just eat this anyway. And I don't need to exercise. I'm a big girl, or whatever. And that's just an example of how we talk ourselves into and out of things so easily. You've got to be careful and guard your heart and guard your mind in what you're thinking about. There's a story in the Bible of a woman who had an issue of blood. Her name is never even told. And I think that's because that woman became her issue. Everybody talked about her, the woman with the blood issue, what's her face who's bleeding, They didn't even know her name anymore. And I'm sure that's who she thought of herself as. But she took action. And that's what it takes to keep yourself from becoming consumed by your issues. You've got to take action. In the scripture, it says she came to where Jesus was. She heard what he was saying, and she found a way to touch his garment. Those are all three action words. But the thing is, you don't get healed by where you go, and you don't get healed by what you hear. You get healed from a touch from God, but you've got to take the other two actions to get the touch from God. So you have so much more control over your circumstances, your issues, your problems than you think, and it all starts in your head. Stop waiting on some miraculous touch from God and touch God yourself. Call out to God, reach out to God, cry out to God, ask for his help over and over and over until you get an answer. Stop thinking your issue is you and take action. It's not you. It's just your circumstances. So stop letting that stuff run your thoughts and run your emotions. It starts in your head. It all starts in your head. So pay attention this week to what you're thinking about and what you're saying to yourself and what you're allowing other people to say about you. Say, hey, that's not who I am. And take authority over those things and stand up to them. Because if you want other people to stop hating on you, you got to stop hating on you first. Okay? Have a good week. Be kind to yourself. It's important that we have a reason to wake up every day. It's amazing. I've experienced it, and so can you. Take your feelings to him. He's good. You can do it. It'll make a difference.